At the age of 40, I did a complete career change and found myself a square peg in a round hole. I contacted Plan Resources and met with Russell Locke face to face. And he was the first recruitment consultant who really understood my predicament. And in an instant, I realised Russell understood the planning industry and the options that were available to me. And one of those options was a strategic planner role on a short-term contract, band 5, in an outer growth council. And I've been immensely grateful because that was the start of my planning career. And since then, I've worked in a variety of different planning roles and moved to an inner city council and had some amazing opportunities. And when I was ready to look for that next role, I contacted Plan Resources, and Russell suggested to me a role in state government within the planning group in leading planning reform as part of the Smart Planning program. And he's really taken me from being an unemployed planner and within 5 years being the manager of the Smart Planning Rules Reform team. Plan Resources understands the industry. They're the people to go and speak to seek out their advice. So I strongly encourage you to give Russell a call today.
Hi, my name's Bruce Keem. I'm the Director of Keem Planning. We've been using Planned Resources for a number of years, probably close to 10 actually. Russell originally was our representative, and then more recently we've dealt with Leo. We've found them to be excellent. They've sourced numerous planners for us. We still have 2 planners with us at the moment through Planned Resources. The best thing about their company is that they take the time to come down and fully understand your business, and they always source planners that fit into our culture, because that's a big thing for our business, is for any employer to reflect our culture, and we've always found that they've met the mark in that regard, and that makes my job so much easier and our organisation's tasks with employment much more streamlined. So we certainly would commend their services to anyone looking to find great planners. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kimberley and I'm a Senior Project Officer at Planning Panels Victoria, and I was assisted by both Leo and Russell from Plan Resources in securing my position. After spending quite a few years within the local government sector, working in senior and principal roles within stat planning departments, I was really after a role that was going to challenge me, make me think about planning in a different way that I hadn't as a stat planner, but also enabled me to continue working on some of the major projects across Victoria. To be honest, I never really thought that Planning Panels Victoria was an option to me. I just always considered it, a department where you would go if you wanted to be a panel member. I didn't think that there was any roles that would be suited to my experience and what I had to offer. So when Planned Resources came to me with that as an option, and sort of explained the role and what it all entailed, it was just the perfect fit for me. So I really couldn't thank them enough for sort of expanding my way of thinking and presenting a role that I otherwise would have not even considered. So I've been in the role for 6 months now. So started during COVID, which obviously presents challenges within itself, but both Leo and Russell really took the time, explained the process to me, answered every question that I had, and always just stopped to have a really good chat and a laugh, which I really think helped ensure that they got to know me and got to know what I had to offer as a candidate as well. So thank you so much to Leo and Russell again for that. The team at Plan Resources are just incredible. The service that they offer, they really spend the time in getting to know people and making sure that they make the right move and just not making a move just for the sake of it. I think that's really what sets them apart from other agencies. I just couldn't thank them enough. They are amazing operators and just really great at what they do and really well connected. So thanks so much, Plan Resources. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
My name is Estella Jing and I'm a planning consultant at Connecticut Studio. I'm also the convener of the Planning Institute of Australia's Victorian Young Planners Committee. I was very flattered to be asked to say a few lines about Planned Resources. Having known of Planned Resources since 2018, I've very happily and successfully worked with recruiters at Planned Resources in securing great roles, including the one I'm currently in today at Connecticut. I think what makes Planned Resources stand out is, aside from the fact that the team is a very, very lovely group of people, is the fact that Planned Resources have been around for a very long time, and that provides Planned Resources with a very nuanced understanding of the industry, so the different types of planning, the different sectors within planning, the nuances and differences between different organisations and the relationships between public and private, as well as having a very good understanding of all the people and all the different personalities in the industry. So my experience with Planned Resources has seen a very personalised and almost strategic approach in, finding the right person for the right role. And I think that's incredibly important, especially as a young planner who sometimes don't really understand the dynamics of organisations and even what they themselves are after and what would be a good organisational fit. I think I've also worked quite extensively with Russell Locke at Planned Resources in their involvement with Pia's Young Planners Group. So we've had the pleasure of having Planned Resources as a sponsor for our events for a number of years, and we've had some great turnouts. It's great to see the team at our events, mingling with young planners, students, graduates, getting to know them, getting to know what they're interested in, and continuing to build those networks and relationships within the industry. I've had numerous friends and colleagues who have spoken very highly of Planned Resources and their services, and I would really highly recommend having a chat with Russell